I am struggling. I am really struggling. Hi, my name is Gloria. I am 27, a fresh 27-year-old wife with a 1-year-old toddler and a 1-month-old newborn. And I am struggling. I really want to be honest with you. I really struggle with making this video because honestly, motherhood is the best thing I've ever decided to do. And I want it for every woman. But then again, it's hard. It's very, very hard. It's the sacrificial hard. It's the kind of hard Jesus talks about. Let me explain. I am a Bible-believing Christian, so obviously I shouldn't utter such words like, I am struggling, right? Wrong. Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. 2 Timothy 3:12. In fact, everyone who wants to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted. John 16:33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have many troubles, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Psalm 34:19. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble, or hardship, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or danger, or sword? Obviously, these Bible verses do not talk about motherhood, but 100% talk about suffering in the life of a Christian. Unlike what most popular pastors preach, where you bind and rebuke and reject all forms of suffering, the Bible, on the other hand, is very vocal and clear that we must definitely suffer. And like the psalmist says in Psalm 119, verse 71, it was good for me to be afflicted, that I might learn your decrees. And Paul goes on to say that we glory in our suffering. Glory. The English Standard Version says we rejoice in our suffering, knowing that suffering produces endurance, character, and hope. Believe me, this is so true. I have never, ever held on to God more than when I am suffering. Suffering edifies, prunes me, and helps me to let go of me and hold on to God. Now, about motherhood. I promise this is not a theology class. Just like every achievement, I believe motherhood is an achievement. Just like every achievement, be it a new job that you prayed for and worked hard to get, or traveling out of the country for a better life, or marriage, or friendship, or an education degree, every achievement is hard. When I was in primary school and I would miss school because of an illness, my mom would call in and tell my teachers that I was strong. I just always thought that was crazy because, no, I'm not strong. I'm weak. I understand that this is a belief of many Christians, but it isn't my belief. As little as a positive affirmative statement can be, and as hopeful as it sounds, it can be very toxic. This is what we call toxic positivity. This, my friends, is what a lot of mothers are currently suffering. The idea that two things cannot be true. You cannot be a Christian and suffer, you cannot be rich and unhappy, and you cannot be a new mom and be struggling. After the birth of my second son, I was determined to be happy, to not be stressed out like I was with my first son. And I tried, honestly, I did. But my baby refusing to take breast milk from a bottle, which means that I can only be the one to feed him. And he goes wherever I go. And me not sleeping for more than 3 hours, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour, since I gave birth has for sure turned my hormones upside down. Is he awake? Let's not forget the fact that I have a 1-year-old toddler who honestly is still a baby to me. My baby. Who needs me to still be the mother who cooks, plays, and cares for him? Shuffling all of this while still trying to create content must seem defeating. The general rhetoric I hear is take a break, relax. But when working is the only way of relaxing and feeling good, what do I do?
I have been having like really rough nights, like very rough. I barely sleep because baby like barely sleeps, and did I tell you that baby like has been rejecting bottles? So it's been a whole drama. I'll give you guys the gist, but it's been so hard. And yeah, like during the day I have been just like trying to be sane and like take my bath so that I can feel alive. But then some days are better than others. Like today, I'm crying, so obviously today is not that great. So yesterday was good though. I'm just guessing it's sleep deprivation. Like I'm just sleepy. Probably that's why I'm crying.
And then at the end of it all I want to do is share these struggles with family, friends, women who have also experienced similar struggles, who should understand, empathize, and comfort me. But no, toxic positivity raises her ugly head. I hear things like, don't say things like that. You should be grateful. Do you know how many people want to be in your shoes? As I say these things, I realize I have also said them to people in an attempt to comfort them too. But that's not comforting. It's just gaslighting. As though you were saying, you have no right to feel that way. Well, I say this to say, I love those who try to comfort me. And if that has been said to you, it was said in your best interest. Basically, no one can fill those shoes except you. And no one can love your baby more than you do. So it is okay to love your babies so much that it makes no sense, and also to be a struggling mom.